PSG LGD's turn to pick.
We're good. Going
They just have
into
talent.
this tournament, they're super talented. It's like they've got Ame and maybe like two, I would say, like superstar cores. They've got FY Captain. I mean, he's been a long-term player, widely regarded as one of the best supports coming out of China. They pick up two newbies, which it feels like quote-unquote new. They're not super new to the game, but Xnova, who's obviously had his time in Southeast Asia, did a little co-captaining early on in his career. He's supposed to help be an added voice to Chalice, probably I would say the newest to professional Dota. And they both look like great additions to LGD. It seems like
just good
having
players.
a little bit of the new blood helps, right?
Of course, you want a mix. But LGD, PSG LGD.
PSG LG.
I don't follow, is it, would I trigger Europeans if I said soccer?
Yes.
Okay, I don't follow football. No, I'm gonna.
Would I trigger you guys if I said that? Okay, I'll say it.
I'm gonna try to respect the beautiful sport or whatever they call it.
Come on, Radiant team, you gotta pick them right.
That's what they call it.
You know what I do? I really emphasize football.
The accent mark is important.
I don't, so when I was talking to Europeans, I'm like, American football, and I've got football.
I like that. That's good. On the other side,
there's no confusion,
Their opponent's Team Liquid. They want to be the first team to repeat.
You got 10 seconds left.
If you talk to
you better pick your hero.
Crow about
5
it,
seconds.
this is his dream. More than anything, I know he doesn't care about the money, because I bought full Overwatch like 6 years ago, and he still hasn't paid me back.
Sounds like a lot of Dota players.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I need you guys to know, by the way, that don't be friends with Dota players. They are by far the cheapest individuals in the entire world.
They make the most money. Tier 1 Dota players make the most money out of all the esports.
Yes.
And they are simultaneously the cheapest bastards.
Tell me when you've seen, like, send me a photograph of when Bulba's worn like, articles of clothing from stuff that he's just owned.
Show me a picture of Bulba pulling out his wallet when the check comes in at dinner. Bulba's like, don't worry, I got this, guys.
I'll tell you the best example of this. One time, after a while, me and my account were going over it, and he was just like, you are spending way too much money on Dota players. I was like, how much? And it was like in the thousands. So I finally told Ortiz, I was like, this is the one, I can't buy you any more dinners. He's like, don't worry, bro, I got this one. So we go outside to a kebab shop, this cheap lunch. It was maybe like $8. And I, of course, have my wallet on me because I'm just a conscientious person. Dead ass, we ordered. He looks me in the eye. He says, bro, I actually forgot my wallet. I had to go out in the pouring rain, withdraw money. Before we left the hotel, he assured me. He said, I've got this one.
10 seconds left.
He said, your annoying ass will stop bothering me once I get this meal.
Once I get this $8 meal.
Once I get this $8 meal. Thank you for the McDonald's, dude. All right. So anyways, for Kuro, it's not about the money. It's about the legacy.
Yeah.
I think it's about this guy. And I'm telling you, this is all he thinks about. This is all he cares about. He doesn't do anything else. He has no hobbies. I've never seen a man care so little about the outside world. All he cares about is Dota. This is his dream, to cement his legacy, to say, I am the best. All of you that doubted that, you are wrong. When all is said and done, when Dota is done, you will remember me as the best to play this game.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds
I will
left
be
to
the
pick a
consistent
hero.
factor in that regard.
Oh, dire team.
This is opportunity to...
This is the opportunity.
I mean,
this is the closest he might get again.
It is truly amazing that we're at the 8th International and we haven't had a single player.
Yeah.
Single organization, single team. No repeat.
But you don't know what happens when, like, if you lose this TI. We've seen better teams than this. Like, if you lose TI, everybody in your team could just hate each other. And then all of a sudden, you're just left with nothing.
It all falls apart.
Yeah. And so this is going to be your opportunity to do it up.
We have seen a lot of players make that descent. Not captains necessarily, but there have been players who have won or got second at a TI in the
10 seconds to pick your hero, you moron.
Because they end team.
It's scary.
5 seconds left now.
You don't want that. You want consistency. And so far, Liquid and LGD, aside from Virtus Pro, two of the more consistent teams.
And we have an opening of Silencer and Wisp from Liquid. You're gonna have to explain that one a little bit further as we see Earthshaker side.
I think Wisp right now is just a really good hero.
Okay.
I've seen it paired. We saw it paired earlier in the day twice
Radiant
with
team pick.
was it hero Gyrocopter? Liquid though banned that themselves.
And because Silencer is such a good counter to Wisp, especially with the change, right? It is a really big change to have it be a channeling relocate, because now you hear the noise, you hit global silence. There's no relocate anymore. It's done so.
I just
so
like
they like Silencer.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds
You
left
can't
to pick
pick
a hero.
Wisp. We've got the counter.
5 seconds,
I think the downside
Morty.
of
It'll be
having
fine.
Silencer and IO is supports though is that you need the rest of your lineup to just really do stuff.
You have no stuns. You have no playmaking out of your supports. That's the first thing I saw. I was just like, oh. You got a lot of laning phase. And you're going to have more laning phase. Now, Bloodseeker picked up for Team Liquid. Good counter
you really
to the
gotta pick a
Clinks.
hero. You got 10 seconds left.
Limits his
You
mobility.
better pick
right
your
up in
hero.
his
5
face.
seconds.
But it does mean that PSG LGD can get the counter pick. Just try and win the lane.
Come on,
but I guess
Radiant team, you
that's
gotta
still
pick
going to be
'em right.
difficult, right? Because
Crystal
then Wisp
Lady.
can actually be in the lane with Bloodseeker. So they're going to go for the support first in Baden. That'll help both Clinks and Shaker.
Does it make it so that you don't have to go for Soul Ring?
On Clinks?
Yeah, do you still go for it?
I bet you still go for it.
10 seconds
Yeah,
to
that makes
pick your
sense.
hero, you moron.
I mean, it's just like 2 1-to-1 value.
5 seconds, Morty. It'll be
Yeah.
fine.
I pop Soul Ring.
You just need really good aggression now on the side of Liquid. IO Bloodseeker's not bad just because your IO is going to have 10 billion move speed the entire.
That is, man, that is really scary. The fact that Wisp could be with Bloodseeker to help out with the laning phase, but it also means he could be in some sort of dual lane that is super pressure heavy
What about Pugna or something?
and just makes heroes like constantly low, and then Bloodseeker first.
yeah.
Go on. Pugna? For Liquid or LG?
Kind of cool with it for Liquid.
And is that because it's kind of the pressure hero? It's good versus Clinks.
Like you just want to set the tempo when you have Silencer IO, and
Right.
he's got good move speed. They don't have the easy. If you can't burst that hero like instantly, 0 to 100, it's
Come
really
on,
strong
Tired
too.
team. Pick it good.
We'll see though.
Venom.
They take
What's-
Venom.
It's very similar. Setting the tempo. It's a pressure hero.
It's nice with Bloodseeker.
Yeah. What's the Q called?
Venomous Gale.
No, on Bloodseeker.
Oh, man.
on Bloodseeker?
Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero.
Blood Rage?
Yes, Blood Rage.
Yeah,
Blood Rage,
there's 5
Venomancer.
seconds left now.
What are the
Hit
spells?
Poison Nova. Blood Rage, Blood Right, Bloodthirst, Rupture.
Really ruined that.
Blood, blood, blood.
What could be an ult with blood in it?
Bloody Rupture.
Bloodletting.
Bloodletting. Oh, that's a good one. Especially since you're... But Bloodletting was also supposed to be like medicinal. Right? Leeches. You cast it on your ally.
Yeah, but we don't say like leeches is a good thing.
Anymore.
I don't really know where Venom's place in this meta is. Like the hero was so good when his talent tree was. He just had the most. It was hilarious.
Woo,
You
Radiant
die and
team
then you just
ban.
kind of walk in.
Lena.
Yeah.
Die 100 times doesn't really feel like it matters at any point. He's still pretty good team fight, but just a lot more one-dimensional than he used to be.
This looks pretty good. Lena. Good versus Bloodseeker and Venomancer. Can catch the Wisp out. You've got no stuns
You
to
really
stop
gotta pick a hero.
Lena's
You got 10
combination.
seconds left.
Only got Silencer.
You better pick your hero. Tired 5 team ban. seconds.
Gonna ban away the Dro Ranger, Team Liquid with the double range. Would be able to deal with the Weaver, the Venomancer as well, which is Weaver, but again.
I like how we talked about how Liquid had no stuns with their support duo, so then they just continue to pick.
You moron.
Yeah, you can make up for this as long as your cores have some stuns.
Pick it good.
Watch this, homie. Who needs stuns? Broodmother, banned by LGD. That's classic bit you have to worry about. Do you think this Venomancer is offlane? Or do you think it's Matumba Man safe lane Venomancer?
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero!
You have
Radiant
options once you see
pick.
PSGs.
Enchantress.
Ooh.
So they're going to have the Enchantress plus 1 melee support. I feel like that's a classic combination.
What do you take then if you're Liquid? More non-stuns?
I mean, you got
10 seconds to pick your hero, you moron.
you got to get some stun.
Yeah, 5 seconds left now.
There's no Ursa available. Monkey King doesn't feel great.
Huskar!
Oh,
no
you
stun.
choose your hero.
Okay.
Lots of slows. It's a miracle Huskar for you. So we're going to be seeing Huskar mid lane up against the Lina. And then it's going to be Mind Control Bloodseeker, and sure enough. So I think Venomancer matched up against the Enchantress is all right.
By the way, VGJ Storm did not lose yet.
Oh, they did?
Quick correction there.
Oh.
I had read somewhere that they had, but...
So they are the...
Dang, that's a bit, that's surprising. Man, this TI is insanely stacked. Everyone is still liable to be very good. There's no obvious, like, this team is getting dead last for me.
Yeah.
Like there is in a lot of years. Last year, I knew that Fnatic team was getting last. Who's the other team that got last in the groups? I can't remember. I'd give you huge bonus credits. Get it. Just about to check it out. It was Hellraisers.
Plague our enemies.
See, this is the problem. You spend like 2 minutes on each one.
Relax. Okay, skip this one for now. Skip this one for now.
Skip. Total number of
Pass for
trees
now.
destroyed by 30 minutes.
What in the world?
Dude, there's Alina.
There's Alina. She won't throw, but 20 minutes.
It's 50? 50?
Yeah, 50, 50,
okay.
50, 50.
First player to get 15 denies.
15 denies.
Don't
Bloodseeker.
worry.
Bloodseeker.
We're watching the action. It doesn't. There's nothing happening.
Bloodseeker.
Team who places the most observer wards by the end. That's a coin toss.
I don't know. Liquid's really greedy.
The
Crow
battle's about to
doesn't
start.
really want to play support.
Come here, buddy.
Player with the least
Cuddle
stats.
in. Cuddle in with me.
26 seconds. Preferably less, because they're going to fight over banner.
Let's say... Okay, this is going to sound wild, but I'm going to go with GH.
I'll accept it. GH? We just see his first death here. He's got tether.
He's fine. He's going to play this... Because I just feel like his cores just die.
Yeah. I mean, I think there is definitely going to be a concerted effort by LG. Hunt down That is the first 3 bounty runes going to PSG LGD.
Look at FY. He knows they've got no stuns. He's going wherever he wants.
Runs in front of them.
He got boots first. He's like, guys, try me.
We're going to have the mid lane matchup of Huskar versus Lina. Now, William, I know you're not a Huskar player, but you're a Lina player.
Says who?
Sometimes.
I played Huskar before. I think Lina's like my...
We forgot there's Wisps. He breaks trees. We're already at 12 trees.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah. And there's tangos and stuff. Maybe we should have gone past. Maybe we should have done more.
Oh, this is a disaster.
Oh, no. It's at 16 trees already. What? How many trees just died? Oh, I mean, Tummelman's killing trees too.
Okay, let me just add up. Oh, okay, this is important that I just add up the tangos real fast.
Yeah, the number of tangos.
How donezo are we?
Oh, Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Oh man, what? Get up on out of here, cause Radiant just fortified their structures.
FY is. He's just chilling out mid lane. He's getting tons of denies.
Okay, they can eat 26 trees.
26 trees. Automatically gone. LSA stun, follow up Fisher. Miracle does manage to get a heal coming out from the Wisp. He's turning. He might just be able to kill. Maybe he can't chase him down, but he can kill FY. Maybe LSA. Another stun comes out. High ground. Miracle, high ground. No, he gets the hit. Maybe does not miss from the low ground. 1-for-1 trade-off. Still, though, it is the core of Liquid going down. He's being contested non-stop initially by LGD. They have the Lina and the Earthshaker.
Look at this body block from X-Nova with no move speed at all.
Trying to stay in front of him. Can't quite get it, though.
Crow's pretty tanky, actually.
Stop
eating tangos.
Mind control. Trying to go for the kill onto Chalice. He needs another swipe, and he gets it, too. He manages to win that fight. Now he's going to battle it out with FY, feeling a little uncomfortable. Will healing south and goes for the kill again. With the help of the Wisp, he might just be able to chase down FY. The Enchantress is coming in. The Fisher stalls him up a little bit. Mind control gives up on that chase, picking up his boots from the side shop. That, in part, is thanks to the fact that Miracle was helping to get maybe so low in that mid lane.
Did Liquid really get 39-1? I was watching the other games.
Yes, they absolutely did.
Fnatic. I knew they lost.
They got whomped, really.
Somebody told me that the game was over, so I just didn't watch it.
Top lane is the Clinks Crystal Maiden versus the Silencer Venomancer. See them kind of train out damage. I always like putting Silencer against the Crystal Maiden just because she likes to...
Yeah. That's a very good point. But Tummelman's not having the easiest time up here, though.
Miracle, CS-wise, what are we looking at? 10-4 in the mid lane for Miracle, 15-3 for maybe, so he's got that early lead there. Top lane, Matumbaman 12-2 compared to things 15-6. LGD's winning 2 of those lanes, and bottom, Chalice is suffering a bit, 9-2. That early death and mind control, having these low heroes to be able to pick off of, is allowing Liquid to handedly win that lane.
I wonder what made it so that they thought to themselves, this is going to be a really good Huskar. Because there's an Enchantress on the other side, Clinks. Like, all these heroes should be above average, right?
Chant Totem, big hit, but now the Wisp coming in just in time to save the day. Miracle turns. Now you can see he's not as ambitious with his turnaround fight power as he did earlier. Top lane, Ame dropping quite low. Curl's going to try and fight him. Slowed down for the Crystal Nova, though. X-Nova, he will end up going down. Now, Matumbaman came back into this fight off the healing sound, but Ame, he had a big magic stick going on. He's going to die as well. Fairy Fire goes off. X-Nova coming in with the Crystal Nova to finish him off. LGD, a big win here in the top lane.
Yeah, FY fired off the stun, too. He's going to reveal that he's up here. Doesn't manage to get the last hit on it. Was half a second away. Still, easy pickoff so far. For the side of LGD is Matumbaman just runs back here, spits the Gale, X-Nova. Doesn't have Nova. Bottom lane.
There's a lot of Novas in this game. Good Fisher block from FY. Perfect positioning.
Back-to-back deaths.
Yeah, Matumba Man. I mean, he was just a little bit too eager, I think, to go back in the lane because FY showed himself early.
This'll come in handy.
Where are we at in the tree game?
You're really all in on this tree. Well, it's currently 5 minutes in and 84 tree. Yeah, we're screwed.
What do you mean? Haven't we already lost that one?
No, it goes up to 170.
Okay.
51 to 170.
But I mean, we guessed 50, so we lost that one already.
What? No, I absolutely did not.
Oh, really?
You're crazy. No, I went 51 to 175.
That's why we're paired.
I can't believe you wanted me to go less than 50. It's never less than 50.
At the same time, it's kind of messed up that you didn't just blindly trust me. As Matumba Man gonna try to run down X Nova, but will not be successful in his pursuit. He really doesn't want to just die again.
Yeah. Oh, mid lane. Good LSA. That was the right timing for that one. The Rupture. TP's coming in. They're going to try and save maybe his life with a Fisher Block. That might be enough. Turn around Laguna Blade trying to threaten mind control. A nice two-man stun. Miracle underneath the tower will die and maybe still not dead yet. He has the Rupture on him. It is gone now. He is thirsted up pretty heavily, but mind control's just not feeling comfortable with the dive. He finally does die to the Burning Spears, though. So at least they can be happy with that, but that is a heavy rotation for Liquid that honestly did not pay huge dividends. One for one trade-off.
They rotated quite a bit just to try to get that done.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Then
That force
again,
field leads me to believe that
The
Dire
zero stuns thing
fortified
is
their
kind of
structure.
awkward. Like, that's sort of where the problem is. That you're going to get your spells off no matter what.
Yeah. Chalice gets off his heel. Being chased down by mind control, loses vision for a little bit, and that is enough for Chalice. Why running into Kuro? He's going to try and go for a Fisher Block here, positioning himself. He does have X Nova coming in. There goes the Fisher Block. Kuro's going to be forced to run himself straight down. Matumba Man's trying to cut his way through the trees here to be able to help out his ally. GH comes in, unable to save the day with the help of the Shrine. Matumba Man,
killing spree.
that is how you rotate into the off-lane jungle right there. Serenity, we saw
I bet.
them in their last game try something like that, but LGD, they block all the stops. They bring both cores, 2 supports. They just head on into that area and kill everybody. Miracle turn around, trying to get the kill on a Chalice, but now quick execution from maybe with a Laguna Blade.
I mean, maybe he's just having a pretty free game right now. He's 4-1-0. I didn't even realize he was doing as well as he was.
Yeah.
He shouldn't really fear anything, because again,
Radiant's
the
middle
no-stun
tower is
draft
under attack.
from Liquid is
Man, you might
this
as well save
incredibly
that
glaring
energy,
weakness.
Because Radiant just fortified their
We
structures.
do not have the first 15.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Do we not?
No. It is right now 12 on Lina, 11.
Mind control, get it back. I'm not even sweating this one.
I mean, he's not spending a whole lot of time in lane anymore. He got his levels. He wants to just go running around, killing people with Ruptures, and they're going to go for the kill on Chalice here with the Rupture follow-up, but of course he can just TP if he wants. He's got FY sitting behind him. A lot of options for an Enchantress against this boy.
Don't be mad.
Fisher Block. Set up there from FY. Don't think they can actually kill him. They can bring him.
Nobody should actually fear that Rupture that much.
Because how can you stop TPs with no stuns? Do you get a stun? Like, do you get Yule Scepter on Bloodseeker or something this game? It just seems so silly. Top lane, Ame by himself. Going straight for the kill on the Matumba Man against 2. Will TP away. Bye-bye Rupture. No cares here.
I know we keep pointing it out, and I'm sure
Radiant's
chat
under
noticed too about the lineups, but it's still funny every time it happens. I'm still wildly
Radiant's bottom
entertained
tower is
when
under
people
attack.
pick no stun lineups. It's always just like,
Bloodseeker,
what did
too.
you
It's such
expect?
a weird,
Middle
like,
tower is under attack.
they don't.
Radiant's bottom tower is
It's like
under
that,
attack. Couldn't do
you know
much
that
about
meme with the
Radiant's
guy who
bottom
falls off the
tower,
bike?
could ya?
How could this happen?
13's enough. Small update.
My sprites are
Again,
with us.
Chalice taking a lot of damage. Ame positioning himself. Lay out some damage. Ti8 is going to try and escape with a tether, but he may just run into Ame. They're going to put some damage on mind control. Wiz comes in, just going to die right alongside his Blade Seeker.
That's so wild, baby.
Double kill for him, maybe sneaking in behind Miracle.
This isn't an accident.
Can he actually kill him with a Laguna Blade? Not quite enough. He doesn't even go for the LSA.
Not even very close to the Blink Dagger on this FY Earthshaker though. Still pretty crazy domination. Already up 5,000 gold. But Tama Man might just go down again as maybe goes to the TP. This time around, joke's on you.
Radiant's top tower is
Does
fallen.
end up going inside of his own fountain.
That's one way to do a cap.
Yule's Scepter is going to be a bit slowed down as a result, while the Armlet is up for Miracle.
Radiant's
But
top
LGD,
tower is
PSG,
under
LGD,
attack.
they've already taken the tier 1 tower at the top lane. They're going to keep going onto the tier 2.
You know what I'm talking
Dire's
about?
middle tower is under attack.
Rotations from LGD. FY setting up to be able to defend
Oh boy,
mid.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
See if LGD is going to TP rotate, see if they can catch Miracle perhaps while he's low. Miracle's just manning up. He's going to take this tier 1 mid tower. So they're just going to trade towers apparently.
I'm not sure why you just give up that mid tower.
FY does have a TP. And that's all you need to say about that.
The most powerful weapon. What a win. 4 heroes with all their like magical spells in the game. Or one
GH
boy with
trying to
a
go for the
TP.
quick pick off on him. Fortunately, a small
boy,
tether
Dire's
away.
bottom tower's getting hit.
Just run. No one can do anything to you guys.
This must feel like a great game to play at Clinks. You just go, you try for a kill. If it fails,
Truly, there are no consequences in life.
maybe this is just like the long. Liquid's gonna get them used to playing recklessly aggressive.
Yeah, it's like some BSJ 60 chess or something.
Smoke up from LGD. They spot mind control. Saw down with the Fisherman and GH in backline as well. GH still tries to come in and save mind control's life, but LGD, they knew about that, so they threw everything they had. Echo Slam and
they don't TPs.
they're gonna try and come in. Miracle
Radiant's bottom
slowing
tower
down
is under
Chalice.
attack.
Does manage to get on top of him with the light break. On the other side, though, maybe manage to get the immediate stun onto mind control. He's already dead. Bloodright goes out alongside the Rupture. Maybe still decently high HP, and Chalice finally goes down. The heal wasn't going to be quite good enough, but Matama Man, he's trying to get the kill on
This is
M1
a
before he
wicked
can complete his
six-up
TP out.
break because
He does end up going down, though. 2 for 4 for LGD.
That's right.
Trying to chase
Kuro,
down the
you
last
are
remaining
so
member
dead.
of Liquid, and it is Kuro without boots, trying to outrun a Treads on That's not going to work, my friend. That is going to be a team wipe.
Radiant's middle
LGD train
tower is
a
under
support
attack.
and a core for all 5 of Liquid.
The funniest thing is that LGD, when they're in desperate situations, even when it's unlikely, they just go for the TPs anyways.
Like FY just TPing.
Everyone's just
everybody.
like, let's see what happens. And yeah, but so you've got a hood on Chalice, just very tanky. I thought he was gonna die in that engagement when he got jumped on by that Huskar.
Yeah. Takes so little damage. I mean, they don't even have like big burst damage, you know?
Yeah.
They've got some magic damage, but it isn't bursty either.
Oh, this
So
is
no
cool,
stuns,
though.
no burst.
This is one way to get back into the game,
Yeah.
provided you don't accidentally both die. So everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Mind control.
Chill, chill, chill. You can't right click Roshan.
Everything's
Just
fine.
click the mirror.
Okay, there you go.
Wiped out the Roshan
And 14
guy.
minutes into the game, you get a Roshan. That's the, I think the bothersome part about playing Liquid is they just always do something.
Look at Ame.
I'm marking this in my journal. It's a day to remember. There was a monster kill.
He thought to himself, I could go for this kill because I could just TP out afterwards. He ends up dying though, and that is 660 gold given a miracle. So follow that up with that Roshan kill with the kill on Klinks.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
There's small comebacks here for like. Blink Dagger coming in pretty quick here. 600 gold for FY is all he get that big initiation item. Still need our 15
Oh,
dice.
Radiant's
This'll come
bottom
in handy.
tower is under attack.
Shadowblade for the Lina. Our Clinks is pretty close to a Desolator.
Dire's top
Liquid
tower's
just
under
5
attack.
man into some towers now with that Aegis. Take the tier 1 top.
Dire's top tower's under
Air.
attack.
They're going to use that time to get some good aggressive vision
my
down.
problem, but
X-Nova
Dire's
has
top
plenty
tower
of wards
just fell.
burn through.
I don't think there's a huge point in LGD just taking bad fights. It's still an Aegis Huskar who's got a Wisp sitting behind him. It's effectively 3 lives.
And because they have no stuns, you can super aggressively push down lane.
Dire's top tower's under attack. Ooh, Dire.
So they're
you
just
gotta
going to
fortify
continue to
their
assault that top
structures.
tower,
Good work.
and this is
Dire's
finally
top
going
tower's under
to
attack.
trigger a response from the side of PSG. They want to take this fight as they're going to run into mind control. X-Nova thinking about top field.
Yeah, he's gonna go for the freezing field. They've already blown up mind control with help. The Laguna blade, but a
The instant
rupture.
buyback.
He already has the invis. Finally, they throw down a sentry. Maybe he's gonna try and run outside of range. Turns around, goes for the kill on a miracle. Finish mob. That's gonna be the Aegis though. Pearl's gonna die on the side here. GH comes in with a saving grace.
Everyone
Big
is
poison
so
Nova
low.
goes out. They're all low. Chalice is trying to clean up these kills from the support, but they're in the way. Trees finally FY with the vision. Gives Chalice the opportunity to clean him up. Echo slam down. Goes for the kill on a miracle. They finish him off as well. A relocate in from GH into the back lines. He thought he was gonna help the Huskar out. Instead, he may just be food for Ame. So Fisher stops him from being able to retreat. Ame gets that double kill.
Matsu, nice TP.
Matsu does manage to TP out, but still another
Radiant's
bad
middle
fight
tower
for
is under
Liquid
attack.
as LGD clean him up.
And that was with the Aegis too.
Yeah,
Did not make any difference in the world.
and a buyback. So that was basically 7 heroes in that fight.
In this Huskar, yes, you deal some damage, but this Enchantress just chunks you.
And the way it starts is just so bad that they have to throw everything they have to kill a Crystal Maiden. Meanwhile, mind control's just...
Yep.
And the fact that maybe played this really well. The way he backed out of the Sentry until that part where he killed himself in the Rupture, I guess. He would have died.
Invisibility.
And they just kite Miracle. I mean, the pure damage of an Enchantress, the heavy physical damage of Enchant Totem, like, you've got a lot of good heroes versus Huskar.
Which is weird because they last picked that Huskar.
Yeah. See FY. Catch him on top of man. Again, GH tries to come in, tries to save somebody with the tether, but there's just too much heavy, fast damage from LGD. Laguna Blade, Echo Slam, the Desolator damage from Clinks.
Hey, the funny thing is GH does have the least amount of deaths on his team.
Not in this game.
You're hot.
We are at 172 tricks, by the way. Our max is 175. Save the trees! Don't do it, guys.
Regeneration.
That's okay. I've kind of given up on that stat. Like, I just figured the Bloodseeker would get it just because, I mean,
Yeah.
it's tempting.
And then you just kept going for the kill. Enchantress. Like, he was trying to assert his dominance through here. CS lead. FY, nice Fisher block from Tubberman has nowhere to escape. He pops the Poison Nova. Miracle's gonna come in. Maybe they can actually kill him with a global silence. He can't get away. They trade off 1 for 1. FY slides away to the trees, but farther up. Chalice trying to kill Curl. Has perfect vision. Thanks to that high ground orb, we'll be able to take him out. Back over. Another jump forward from Miracle. Claims the support life of X-Nova. Now he's going to challenge Chalice as well next to a shrine. He's feeling pretty good about himself. Another life break up after the Force Staff was used, so Chalice may just burn to death here before he can TP away underneath the shrine. He's going to be okay. The Hood helping him survive through that magic damage burn.
Somnus almost has a Lincoln Sphere. if you think about it. It's pretty useful. It'll stop the rupture, the Huskar ult.
Go for me. Invisibility.
And then BKB for Ame. That combination of magic immunity plus strafe. You just pop out in a fight and you're just... No one can challenge you.
People challenged him before in this game.
76% win pro.
That seems about right.
Yeah, it's feeling like it.
And you can still take one sick fight on the side of Liquid. And if LGD overcommits, that's what Liquid is really good at, getting teams to overcommit.
Why is invisible right now? Has a Fissure, lays it out to be able to stop the top of man from getting anything up, but Miracle's now come in and they go straight for Ame. He's already halberded up, he can't get any damage in return, so they trade run for one and are now going to be able to chase down some heroes. Mind Control, who'd already used the Rupture. With the relocate back from the Wisp, looks like they don't have enough tools to go for more. Miracle thought he was hiding in the trees, but PSG LGD actually knew. Chalice forced out himself out, still gets hit by the Blood Right as well as the last word. Takes a lot of damage, but PSG LGD are basically just daring Liquid into this fight. They're going to be able to catch Mind Control, Dual Scepter into the stun, a fast blow with Laguna Bay. And now FY, he has an Echo Slam ready to go. Global Silence goes down. Miracle sees his opportunity. He's going to jump forward, goes for a kill on the baby, gets hit. Echo Slam holding in Miracle. The pure damage from Chalice onto the side. Beautiful positioning from this Enchantress. We'll be able to find both of these kills. Chalice set that up right. He saw that they were in a nasty position, separated himself from the rest of his team, allows himself to be able to get the easy return kill on that Huskar.
They do lose Lina for it, but it doesn't even matter. Any sort of trade for them at this point is fine.
Yeah.
And now it's going to build up into an 8K lead. 22 minutes in, Liquid starting to just get outpaced here.
And this Bloodseeker's looking useless. I mean, this guy, he probably had the best laning phase of all, and all he's got is a Vanguard Ring of Aquila now. It's looking like one of those useless 3 positions that just kind of gets blown up every fight.
You're not far off. This is a Vanguard Bloodseeker. It's like, what are you going to do with this hero?
Yeah. Mind Control just pops his head a little bit too far out. Maybe. Dual Scepter, and you know, like from that moment, he's dead. I think Global just came up was part of the problem.
Yeah, maybe if you had it like half a second earlier.
Yeah, you have it 3 seconds earlier where he's trying to go for the Yule's play. Once they, you can see it, like once they lose Miracle, the fight's over.
The damage just drops off.
They are all getting Halberds though. Halberd Matumba Man, Halberd Miracle. And then Mind Control is going to get guard, which still helps a lot again. Low physical damage height.
Liquid. Feels like they're just kind of meandering around this Roshan area. They don't want to give it up, just in case.
Okay. What, like, for people who just don't get it, who are just beaming around, okay, we're gonna have to wait. That's a 5-man smoke up running into FY, who is in with a 4-man Echo Slam. Fissure on the 5, executes Kuroki, and now he hopes his team will be able to bail him out. That is a death well spent, my friend, as this team fight is surely gonna go the way
a nice
of
silence,
LGD. A nice relocate out, though, with a buyback there of Kuro, and managed to buy the time for the relocate away, and now Liquid is actually getting a successful retreat. They may just lose GH here as he comes back from the relocate. They're going to try and fight. They actually brought Miracle back in, going straight for the kill onto Chalice. He's already dead. Liquid. A 4-man Echo Slam into a 5-man Fissure, and they still walk away with a victory.
Okay, so Liquid might just get the second Roshan of the game. The buyback has been committed. If you're going to fight, though, you got to get in there now. The wards are going to keep them away.
Just delivered a bunch of goodies.
That is going to be an
to
Aegis cheese on the side of Liquid. Cheese on a GH, so effectively you've got another life for both heroes. And all of a sudden, and this is what we said, Liquid can just sometimes have these random fights.
FY was so far away from the rest of his team, but that just looked too good for him to jump on. Ame has the BKB and goes straight for Kuro. Couldn't actually kill him. They had actually had the heal come out.
Ame, he's trapped.
Now Ame's dead. Managed to get a 3-man Fissure, a little bit more damage. He's walking himself away. He gets out with a freezing Phoenix Nova. X-Nova, let it go, baby. You'll scepter on the Miracle. They're going to it's still in the air. As long as possible, he still needs to get the stun up the LXA. Come down. Miracle is dead. What? Maybe not. A little bit of armlet toggle. Can he actually do something? There's too many stuns.
That's a 5-man wipe. Chalice with the ultra kill. An emphatic win in that team fight. Ame barely survives because he just kind of walks away.
BKB.
Tire's bottom tower is under attack.
Skeleton walk it off.
This is the kind of matchup that we are expecting between these two teams. That's what we're getting. It is delivering in spades by holding the attack. And they want to try to force some more buybacks. They know that Crow doesn't have one at the very least.
Middle tower is destroyed.
And here we go as they start marching up high ground. They've got a siege wagon with them too. And the tower goes down so quickly. Ame already at full HP. They should be able to get at least one set of racks clean out of this. That's like it is if you go top, and they indeed are.
Searing arrows, they just make such short work of buildings. Jump in. The top man trying to get off the poison. Nobody doesn't get anything off. The Fisher from FY hits him as he blinks. The TP and FY TC just right in front of their face. He pops a fairy fire just to make sure he won't die to the damage.
I'm not sure why he had like 450 health.
He had a ton of HP.
Okay, did they just use relocate for some bounty runes? Sure.
They did.
I like it.
You know, I played late game against a Wisp who got to level 25, and he got the cooldown. Oh, look at this. Ame, he's dropping so low, and then a 3-man Fisher from FY, and he just walks away.
If they get that, I don't know, actually.
If they get that kill, they still lose the fight. But they feel a little bit better about the fight, man.
FY must just look at the enemy, like he looks over the hill, and he just starts laughing. He probably thinks it's hilarious because he has so many stuns. He's so rich in stuns.
Tower's completely gone.
And Liquid is so poor in stuns.
It's got infinity more stuns. It's got the Shadow Blade. Blink is going to go for the BKB next, so he doesn't have to worry about all that magic damage from the Venomancer. And Ame, he's trying to get the MKB. If he gets off the BKB before a Halberd comes out, and he has the MKB, then Halberds are pretty much useless at that.
Yeah.
That should help. But again, he is not the only one who has to pump out the damage. Chalice is also getting it. He really hasn't had to worry about the Halberd disarm a whole lot, as Clinks has been the focus. He's just been able to chill out, throw some impish shots where he goes. We're going to see that Echo Slam. You can see how far away he is from the rest of his team, but look at that. That is too gorgeous not to go for it. I can't blame FY one bit for calling that. He gets an instant kill on a silencer, forces a buyback as a result. But you can see, Liquid can still win fights, even without stuns. An Invis rune for Miracle does give them some form of initiation. What they really want, though, is that Blood Rage Venomancer to blink in Poison Nova, and then a relocated Huskar to clean everybody.
Yeah. FY, Invis. There is a sentry on the ground, though, so he's got to be a little bit careful here.
One in lane, one in the river, to make sure when Roshan is up. 17,000 gold lead for LGD. Experience even greater than that, 20k. But they are still cautious. It goes to show the respect they have for Liquid
Dire's middle tower is under
in
attack.
the game. And they're also quite close to all of those items here. We're talking about the double MKBs. One has been picked up, one on Chalice, but Ame still doesn't have his, maybe the Shrine. And there's got to be no rush for LGD, right?
I mean, I think you're still comfortable with the type of lineup that you have. You can continue to scale from here. You just can't give up the... I don't even know if it matters, actually. So you give up the third Roshan?
I mean, Ame's just taking melee racks right now. He's gonna BKB TP.
Okay.
Radiant's top barracks have fallen.
Really can't do anything about that. Joke's on you, Ame. You didn't even have to BKB.
Is anybody ever gonna stop? I'm like looking at the cores and stuff, and like nobody's really gonna build a site that buys it. Maybe if mind control had more farm, you could get. Last item.
Yo, my man just finished his Crimson Garden. He's got 900 gold. Relax here.
30 minutes.
Slow your roll.
99% probability.
99%? Ah, that's about right, actually. If LGD win a fight, the game's just done. And
meanwhile,
so
Liquid probably have to win like 3 or 4 fights just to get.
I'd say if they won 3 fights clean.
Yeah.
Like with 3 heroes or more left alive.
Think they would be ahead or even?
They'd be even. Dota swings quite a bit, especially when you're down 20k. Every fight at that point matters quite a bit.
All right, they've got their MKBs. Maybe, Ame, and Chalice. They're ready to go. They are ready to lay some damage on Miracle. Look at the back line. Global Silence goes off. The initiation from FY is ruined, but he TP's right in front of him. Not going to be able to make it out today. Poison Nova goes down. Only hits a couple of heroes. Rupture on the back lines as well. Chalice pushes away mind control. He's going to die to those infinite shots. A buyback from FY does scare away the rest of Liquid. So they may have won the battle for now. They can't get caught. Maybe almost spots out. Maybe they're going to be able to get the kill onto Matumba Man. Sure enough, it's me. It's that pretty easily.
The fight actually looks sort of okay for Liquid for a second.
Come on, sprites.
In fact, he got the global silence off right as FY blinked in. That could not have been more perfect.
They still have Echo Slam. Gonna go for this high ground push, maybe try to force a buyback.
They have the life break range now for the Huskar, which will only really matter if Liquid can make LGD break. They can actually win the fight, start chasing down Hero. But at this point, PSG, LGD, they certainly have the upper hand. Especially with that global silence still on cooldown for another 45 seconds.
They want to end this game right now.
Shadowblade full. Just hoping someone pokes their head out a little bit too far. They see Miracle, they're gonna pull him up, they get him. He does have a buyback. Ame with the BKB tries to go for mind control next. They're gonna wait for the BKB to wear out.
Ame's considerably slowed right now. The
there
buyback.
Goes the buyback. Ame is super slow. Can't really get anywhere with the rupture and all that poison on him. Looks like they should be able to bring him down. Miracle still hoping to be able to get the kill on him. Maybe a long range jump onto him, but now stunned up by FY. LSA hits him as well. That's a dieback from him. X-Nova is still going strong with X-Nova right next to him. With the freezing field, Matumba Man turns around, goes for the poison Nova, but they don't have any cores left. It's going to be all poison damage to try and finish up the rest of PSG LGD, and it might have gotten X-Nova. He will die, but both FY and Chalice hold strong. They do a buyback. They're going to use it now, but it may be a little bit late. FY's already struck. He managed to kill GH. Matumba Man. Echo Slam onto him. GH with a buyback is going to be able to keep Matumba Man alive. Both FY and Chalice have dove deep behind the tier 3 towers, and Chalice will simply go for a TP out.
You can tell he instantly regretted that decision. The tower that was Crimson guarded up is not going to go down. Intrax did eventually fall to that top lane. There was no way that Liquid was going to be able to defend that one. There was some inevitability in it, and the gold lead does creep up, but Liquid does manage to hold.
Matumba Man did have to buy back, which means that his Aghanim Scepter, which is really important, he just got his level 20, so he got the Poison Nova duration. If he can actually get the Aghanim Scepter, it is a big increase in their damage, especially with the Blood Rage. But they had to go for the contest on Roshan. They cannot wait items like PSG LGD can.
My just reward.
Might even wait for the next Roshan, as it is up. Liquid loves fighting around this objective just because there's more control around the area, just more fights that they can take. They've won the last 2 around this area.
Kill some of the vision. They do have blood right vision as well, but they don't spot that smoke. PSG LGD gonna start wrapping their way around, but they're going for the fast Roshan kill with the blood rage on him. Roshan, he's gonna die super fast, but Tubba Man Blink does something about this. Really good poison Nova, and Roshan finally does manage to fall. They're gonna pick up the Aegis cheese. Cheese chasing Kuro. That long jump from life break onto Chalice at the same time. Kuro does finally go down. Another life break. They just keep on jumping onto Chalice and will beat him down.
It's gonna be quite the big streak too.
Another jump. Life break, maybe. He's going to be caught as well. That's going to be 2 cores who end up falling. Liquid. Can they turn this game around? A big Roshan fight does start a sliver of hope for Liquid. Relocate. Oh, they're going to find another one. That's going to be X-Nova.
That is a significant amount of gold that they're just throwing the other way now.
Yeah.
That is 6,000 gold that they just lost in Ame. Gonna get hit by the Wisp.
And now, Liquid, they have Aegis, they still have Cheese on GH, and they have the Refresher Shard on the Huskar. I'm not sure if you get that to Matumba Man, right? Or is double Poison Nova really not that cool? Maybe he keeps it just for double BK.
Double Harbert.
Disarm. I mean, that fight was a dream for Liquid. They start off hitting like a 4-man Poison Nova. They kill Roshan like right as LGD are getting close. And then on top of that, it was just chaos. Heroes are isolated from each other. Miracle's able to just outnumber Chalice pretty easily. Help of his allies. My man. He's away. Good thing too, Ame. Just went hunting. Ame, who's trying to go for a late game Linken's up against the Rupture and the life break that he has to worry so much about.
It's a BKB now, by the way, completed by FY. I saw him queue it up like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Like, ambitious.
Which one do you get on level 25? Magic Resistance or Enchant Totem?
I feel like he's going to get Magic Res.
Yeah.
There's a lot of value in it this game.
I think the only time you actually go Enchant Totem more is if you have... And even then, you still go Magic Resistance.
How do you like that eggs?
Oh, I love it. I actually think the Ags is like...
So Liquid has cut the lead 7,000 gold. Not bad at all.
And they still have these extra tools. But with 2 lanes of Rags down, they can't actually... Doesn't seem like they can be in the position to use this agent to take a tier 2.
Yeah. I mean, they're in no position to push.
Yeah.
The Roshan fights are going so well because, I mean, it's open field. You get to dictate more of the pace. Crow's ult, he can just like hang back, toss it.
It forces the enemy team to hold a certain area, which is perfect. For Poison Nova and wards and stuff. Mjolnir next. Is that really the best damage item he can?
I mean, it ups his attack speed. Magic damage is kind of nice.
Helps him clear out waves.
Yeah, if they get mega creeped for whatever reason and they want to continue to play on, that's always sort of a concern. Nobody hit 15 denies, by the way.
They're teasing us. Things sitting at 14. Mind Control needs 3 for us to battle plan.
Offering accepted.
Force down.
This'll come in handy.
That is certainly not the item progression that I... You feel like he really needs that force down? Get it away from the husk.
Yeah. He needs the Hurricane Pike pretty badly.
He'll get a Hurricane. Push him away. Back, get back. They just want kiting.
I mean, you want to extend the fight for as long as you can because you've got Bloodseeker and Venomancer.
Yeah, if you're... But at the same time, LGD also need to kite the Huskar, right?
It goes both ways. Everyone on the side of LGD building BKBs. They're reluctant to take another bad fight, though. It's like, that's how you throw the game. And 5 minutes ago, this game looked unlosable. And now, all of a sudden...
FY. Trying to force something out of GH. Just chills up on the high ground.
Now things are a little bit more reset. Neither side.
Do you think that LGD is being too scared?
I think they're just cautious right now. Maybe there's an element of fear into it, because if you lose another fight, it doesn't take a lot. Like, one fight swings it 5k, 6k, right? Yeah. Another fight will do the same. All of a sudden, they went from 1% to 6%. They gained 5 times the amount of winning chance off of one team by cap. Do that twice more. Suddenly, you're ahead.
Who has the refresher shard? They use, double global. Of course. Oh, a big force staff. That's going to be Miracle in an awkward position. GH still going to try to help him out with that damage reduction, and he's fighting strong. Echo Slam's not going to be enough. He still has the BKB going. Miracle jumps in a little bit farther. Doesn't manage to finish off Ame, who immediately buys back. FY with his BKB. Shadowblade on the side, going to be spotted. He will not escape. A 4-man Fisher before he dies, but neither one of those supports have buyback. Liquid win another fight. It did cost them double global.
Yes. But at the same time, little by little. And Ame bought back.
Yeah, that's a win condition available now for Liquid.
I can't even believe that this game is... What are we at now? What's the Dota Puff? I like seeing this.
Well, first, we're going to... it's about like 9% now. Look at that long jump. They're thinking, we force-staffed him out of position, but they've got Blinks, they've got GH Tether. And Miracle's BKB just lasted so long. FY couldn't handle it. Trying to go for that Echo Slam, that was their 10-second heal. Pick off on Matumba Man, PSG LGD. They may not be winning team fights, but they can certainly catch heroes out non-stop.
Slowing a little bit of the momentum at least.
Big advantage, both Lina and Enchantress do scale pretty well into the late game. We've got now the level 5 impetus damage for Enchantress. I like Kuro's very realistic. He holds no delusions about him turning like level 20? Yeah, Arcane. That's how you can tell which supports are like delusional in that.
I thought you were going to talk about his refresher.
I believe.
Okay, they're going to go for it again.
Another attempted push into the high ground. Maybe he can sit so far back that he could just chip away at this tier 3. But he's got to be careful when his Linken's is down.
Kuro takes so much damage. Just from one spear.
So Kuro's trying to get in there, pop that Linken's, so we can get a rupture, a life break in. Not gonna lie, they can use some force staffs. Rupture on a challenge, they're gonna try and life break, finish him off pretty easily. But that is a BKB used by Miracle. And LGD just back out. They see GH, they see a gem. FY sees an opportunity to get a kill onto the support, but now he's ruptured. Now he's silenced. He does have the BKB, but he does not have a TP. He just puts that from his backpack into his stash, jebaited by a gem.
My just reward.
Relocate out. Get yourself some bounty runes. It is relocate cooldown. That's what I was going to talk about earlier. You get to level 25, you got the relocate cooldown. You always get those bounty runes.
Dude, he took the 15 health regen. That's a teammate.
Yeah.
Austin, real talk, I've never played this hero. I'm taking the 150 GPM. How dare you?
Haste.
You didn't until I told you. Don't just make assumptions. All right, so the mythical Liquid Roche fight. So from 22k, they brought it all the way down to 10.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable to me.
And that probability has gone to about 85%, I would guess.
1% to 15. That's the...
And now another Roshan. I'm going to presume that's going to take it a little bit further.
By the Radiant.
Oh, man. Yo, oh, okay. Is this right? Mind Control is trying to get a Radiance. What about an Aghanim Scepter? Let's be real. This guy's he's just a rupture machine, right?
I don't know.
These guys are all building Hurricane Pikes and stuff to try and get away from the Huskar. Punish that.
I'm not sure if Radiance is a play too, though. You've got MKBs already.
Yeah, everybody has MKBs. The missed percentage chance doesn't help.
Kind of annoying. The damage over time. It's more damage over time. I'd be kind of down with like a blade mail or something. I don't know.
It helps him push.
Like a hex.
Order of magnitude.
I mean, I would be down with their first stun. 47 minutes.
It's kind of crazy that the game is what it is right now. Despite that, 2 sets of racks down, they weren't able to win a fight, and the gold lead is now cut down to 8,000.
They've got double global silence ready to go. Like, is it time? Is it time for Liquid to walk across the river? Are they ready to go into the Forbidden Zone? First, they're going to smoke up and stay on their side of the map, go through their own jungle. Away with the Wisp Ball, see it catch somebody on the side of the trees. It's going to be Curl finding FY, TP out. What a play from FY.
They'll get their stun, don't worry.
Kadame. Oh, he sees it. He sees it. He sees his opportunity to just break tier 3 immediately. TP's out.
Okay, surely this changes Mind Control's build. Maybe he thinks to himself, like, I need a basher. That's what I need.
Yes!
I told you. That's the thing, is when stupid shit like that happens to you enough times, eventually you get tired of it. You're just like, I can't handle this anymore. Like, there's no way that you should get away with stuff like that often.
Regeneration!
That's just tiresome.
Now the question is, will he may get the bash, but will he actually get the bash?
Yeah, I'm sure he will.
Will he get their very first stun?
I'm sure he will. I'm just saying, it's like, he was so close to that relic, and somebody on his team had to have just thought to himself, guys, this is so dumb. Like, this...
Oh, they got it! They got a stun!
They got 2 now. Now they're just...
Oh, they're rolling! Sight the Vice for Matumba Man.
Joke's on you, Twitch chat. Now there's tons of stuns. They can give him the refresher. All of a sudden, you've got 3. Or no, 2.
I mean, they've even got
three.
They've got a BKB piercing disable. Sure, it's based on RNG, but
I mean, somebody told me that BKB piercing disables are broken.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Infinite stuns. If he hits them real fast, oh boy, everyone's getting locked down now.
Dire's top tower is done.
you can't even
for.
count the number of stuns that are possible.
These
And you know
people
what?
gonna learn
It adds. It goes even layers than that. It's like it doesn't even benefit him, Cap,
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
because he wants people to move around the map and stuff. When he's got Ruptron, this is just a good team play. That's how you know that he cares more about the win.
Ooh. Do you ever go the 800 Poison Nova AoE? Ever?
Kind of talent is that?
I mean, have you seen it? It's gigantic. It fills up the entire...
I know what 800 extra AoE could potentially look like. Because it already shoots it in how? What's the AoE right now? It's 830. So you would shoot it. You would double roll. Who else do you need to hit with that?
Invisibility.
The ancients will feel that shit.
You just farm the entire jungle. You stand here, right? You stand on this neutral spot, and you hit everything.
I don't know if that helps.
You don't kill everything.
Oh.
You bring everything down to 1 HP.
The earth.
All right, it is now 76% win probability
Okay.
for Liquid. They have truly grinded this back.
From 1.
From 1%. Liquid are the 1%. They're trying to be the first team to win 2 TIs, just straight up, but all back to back. They do need that kind of strength of will to be able to battle through.
These are the games that test you. LGD is potentially a team that you'll see later on in the tournament.
He's sneaking in. He's going to try and go for the Megas.
TP back, mind control.
You can stop that TP. Global Silence, they're going to have to fight up in the top lane. They're trying to go for GH, but Miracle's fighting out with Baby. Baby's going to try and liberate himself away from Bright Spirit to try to kill them. GH trying to go down. He ends up going down. He's taking the full lane. Nobody can go south. This flashing the backdoor protection. Rather than Blue comes in. The TPs are coming out. Ame, he's committed with the BKB. They need the bash. Mind control, get the bash. Doesn't get it. TP bash. He comes in finally, but it is now against
The Huskars got one too.
a bash on Miracle, the ranged basher.
They're getting, this is how you know.
They are getting desperate. Desperate for lockdown. Matumba Man is just immediately going down mid.
They want to force some buybacks out here.
They have
Mega
to.
creeps are not the worst situation that you can possibly have right now, because the top lane is somewhat dealt with. And if you're fast enough, you can start running down mid, make some headway.
Unfortunately, no Roshan opportunity during this time, but maybe they can get some tier 2s.
You have a cheese essentially in a hero already. Get your built-in with the Wisp. You see that Miracle cannot die anymore. LGD's making this play. It means that it's because they no longer believe in their ability to win a team fight. Plus, they know that there's no stuns. So,
I mean, it might just be the easy play to
Dyer's
make.
middle tower.
Yeah, I mean, it works both ways.
Miracle.
Boy, Dyer's middle tower
He is blood raged, has
like Dyer's
burning
structures are
spear,
fortified.
pure damage.
Okay,
He's
so
got a
GH
wisp behind him.
back in.
And tough to take out sight. Immediately put onto Ame. They try and go for the Lotus Sword. Bounce back. Oh, that's a life break. And a bash onto himself. Oh no! Miracle's gonna be sold up for a moment, but GH is keeping him alive. And look at the heals coming out. The pure damage onto Ame will finish him off. That is a dieback. He's dead in 2 minutes. LGD. They surely aren't gonna lose. Just gonna go to the throne. Kill tier 3, go straight for the tier 4s in LGD. They have to battle back from the Wisp. It's going to be 4 versus 4. He has to relocate though. They've already blown up Mike. With a glue to bait a little bit more damage. They managed to get the crit. A buyback coming out. X-Nova. Ghost Scepter in. Echo Slam down. They've taken out Miracle. He is dead on the Huskar, but he has the buyback. Matumba dead as well. Liquid are going to be forcing the mass buybacks now as they have to defend their throne as well. Kuro hit by the Fisher. FY slows him up. The enchant totem will fall.
And Matumba Man now suddenly isolated out, gets to blink though just in front of FY, and all buybacks used by Liquid. They can deal with the waves.
Back in GH and Miracle, they go back into this fight. They're gonna go for X-Nova. The Ghost Scepter keeps himself alive. They're going for GH first.
There's so much range right now.
He's trying to stay close range and Chalice, but Chalice with the pure damage. Now knocking away Miracle. Miracle, he has a Satanic trying to heal himself without the Wisp, and he might just be able to do it too. Wisp dropping lower and lower. Chalice is going to end up with the poison on him. He ends up going down. Mind Control has
fast.
a lot of thirst. He's going to be able to go for X-Nova. Frostbitten up. Doesn't seem to matter. X-Nova may still die. F1 with a beautiful fissure. Now jumps in on Miracle. Mind Control, he ends up going down and over the kill. The other two, they're both dead. That is 4 dead from Liquid. No buyback. Kuro, the captain, is left against Megas. That is going to be it. LGD finally get the win over Liquid.
Ah, that's some Dota. Liquid, they saw their opening, but Chalice does so much damage. They did such a good job with the spacing too. You have to point out how Maybe played that fight. He utilized the max range at all times, just stayed back, got stun after stun. Once the BKB started to run low on the side of Liquid, not a whole lot of steam left, but they kept it close. I thought that game was, I mean, it said 99%. And now we get to this point. Oof.
it's rough that the mega creeps as well.